This video is the continuation of the exception handling part 1. Today we will learn about the further topics about the try with resource, user defined exception, etc etc. ठीक है. सो जस्ट मैं थोड़ा सा ब्रीफ बता दे रहा हूँ कि लास्ट में फर्स्ट पार्ट 1 में हमने क्या क्या कवर किया था. दैट इज द हाउ यू कैन हैंडल द एक्सेप्शन, ट्राई, कैच, फाइनली थ्रो एंड थ्रो द कीवर्ड एंड द ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन दैट इज आस्क्ड इन द इंटरव्यू. ठीक है. टुडे वी विल लर्न अबाउट द try with resource. ठीक है, and the other topics also. Hello friends, welcome to my new learning video. Today we are going to learn exception handling. Try with resource. जैसे अभी तक हमने क्या किया कि एक ट्रेडिशनल वे में हम लोग ट्राई, कैच एंड फाइनली ब्लॉक यूज करते हैं. जैसे कि जब भी अगर आपको एक ऐसा प्रोग्रामिंग लिख रहे हो दैट रिसोर्स नीड टू बी क्लोज्ड. Like let's say in your try block you are trying to read a file, or in a try block you are trying to write a data into a file. That means you have opened one resource, because जब भी आप फाइल से डेटा रीड करते हो या राइट करते हो तब एक आपको एक रिसोर्स को ओपन करना पड़ता है. दैट आफ्टर ओपनिंग दैट रिसोर्स देन यू राइट और रीड द डेटा एंड देन एट लास्ट यू क्लोज दैट रिसोर्स, राइट. तो हम लोग क्लोज करने के लिए जनरली हम लोग फाइनली ब्लॉक में क्लोज करते हैं, क्योंकि फाइनली ब्लॉक इज अ ब्लॉक like in that block will always run if the exception is coming or not. ठीक है. So exception आए या ना आए, finally block always runs, and due to that we do this such kind of necessary activities like the closing the resources. ठीक है. So there we do explicitly, but if you are using the try with resource then you do not need to close that resource explicitly. That will be closed internally automatically. ठीक है. So उसके लिए हम लोग कैसे डिक्लेयर करते हैं? try, after try block there we give the a small bracket, in that we declare the resources, and then the catch block to handle the exception. But we will not write the finally block if we are giving the try with resource. ठीक है. So if you are using any resource in your try block, then that need to be closed when you are done. Okay, when you are done with the coding. Okay, then you can use the try with resource. If you do not want to do that explicitly, use the finally block, then you can use try with resource and no need to give finally block. ठीक है. Resource will be closed automatically. Obviously that is the main advantage of the try with resource. Here you do not need to close the connection automatically. Like let's say if you are calling database connection, then if you want to close the database connection, then you can do in the finally block. But if you are using try with resource, then no need to close that connection, that will be closed automatically. If you are using IO resources, that need to be closed in the finally block. But if you are using try with resource, then that no need to close, that will be closed automatically. So basically the resource that you are using inside this inside this bracket, inside this try, then resources must be implementing auto closable and the closable interface. अगर आप कोई एक कस्टम रिसोर्स क्रिएट कर रहे हो, देन दैट कस्टम एक्सेप्शन मस्ट बी इम्प्लीमेंटिंग दिस ऑटो क्लोजेबल एंड द क्लोजेबल इंटरफेस. ठीक है. एंड इफ यू हैव टू गिव द मल्टीपल रिसोर्सेज इनसाइड दिस ट्राई ब्लॉक, देन यू कैन यूज बाय इनसाइड दिस ट्राई ब्लॉक बाय गिविंग दिस सेमीकोलन सेपरेटर. you can give the more than one resources. Okay, let's understand with the example in Eclipse. So this is try with resource example. Here you can see that I have created simple class. Inside the main method I am calling this buffer reader resource. Okay, here I am going to read the data from this file abc.txt. So first I have created the object of file reader and passed to the buffer reader. So when we call this br.readline, then one resource is open to read the data. Okay, that file is open to read the data, and using this line using this method we can read the data. But but if you are not using the try with resources, then you need to give the finally block, and there you have to close the resources. Okay, here br is the local variable for this try block, so I will not be able to use here like br is not equal to null. I will not be able to use here because that br is the local variable. So but if it is not a local variable, then you have to check this, and then you have to call the close method, then you can close. Okay, but if you are using the try with resources, then no need to write this extra piece of code. The resource will be automatically closed. ठीक है, एंड दिस इज द फाइल रीडिंग एंड. सो लेट्स रन दिस प्रोग्राम. File reading end. Okay, there is no no data, that's why nothing is coming in this console. So this way you can use the try with resource example. ठीक है. User defined exception. User defined exception is something like the user have to create own exception class. Okay, like कभी कभी ऐसा बिजनेस, जब भी आप प्रोग्रामिंग कर रहे हो, जब भी आप किसी बिजनेस के लिए वर्क कर रहे हो, राइट, तो उस बिजनेस रिक्वायरमेंट कहीं ऐसा होता है कि यू हैव टू क्रिएट कस्टम एक्सेप्शन. ओके, सो कस्टम एक्सेप्शन अगर बनाना है, देन हाउ यू विल क्रिएट दैट कस्टम एक्सेप्शन. सो ये अगर आपको कोई कस्टम एक्सेप्शन बनाना है, देन फर्स्ट यू हैव टू क्रिएट वन कॉन्क्रीट क्लास, दैट एज यू डू नॉर्मली. ओके, one class you have to create, and then you have to extend the exception. So exception class is the parent class that you are extending. Okay, and then you are going to create one constructor, then two string method. That's it. So this is the simple line, that this way we can create one custom exception, and wherever this is needed we can write throw new my exception and will pass the message. ठीक है, मैं आपको एग्जांपल रन करके दिखाता हूँ. जैसे कि मैंने यहाँ पे बनाया माई एक्सेप्शन. दिस इज अ कस्टम एक्सेप्शन दैट इज एक्सटेंडिंग एक्सेप्शन क्लास, राइट. मैंने एक वेरिएबल ले लिया str मैसेज, एंड देयर इज ए कंस्ट्रक्टर कॉलिंग द सुपर द एक्सेप्शन क्लास, एंड देन string to string. Okay, simply returning the str message. So this way I have created one custom exception, simple. Okay, now inside this user defined exception I have created some simple class, and here I am calling the handle exception. Inside the main method simply I am calling the handle exception. ठीक है, and throw new my exception. So inside this handle exception I am simply throwing the exception. Throwing means what? It will return to this line number 7. ठीक है, and it will throw the exception. So here you can see that I have simply throw new my exception and pass the message, simply throwing exception message. Okay, if I run this, see, simply throwing exception message, right, and this is a call stack, the order list, that how it has called. First exception is throwing at line number 15, right, and then where it is coming at line number 7. So this is the call stack that it will appear in your console or in the file if you are logging. ठीक है, जैसे अब यहाँ पे मैं क्या करूँगा, I am changing the message just for just explaining. Now I am going to run. See, simply throwing exception, simply throwing exception. So here I have created simple exception, and the message that I am passing to this parameter, then that is printing over here. ठीक है, so this way we can create custom exception and can use in our programming. ठीक है. Exception propagation. What is exception propagation? As name define, that means क्या होता है कि एक मेथड से दूसरे मेथड में ट्रेवर्स करना. जैसे कहने का मतलब क्या है कि लेट से यू आर कॉलिंग वन मेथड टू अनदर मेथड. ठीक है, लेट से देयर आर 3 मेथड ए बी सी, एंड यू आर कॉलिंग द ए मेथड फ्रॉम मेन मेथड. ठीक है, फ्रॉम मेन मेथड यू आर कॉलिंग मेथड ए, फ्रॉम मेथड ए टू मेथड बी टू मेथड सी, and if exception is coming in the method C, then it will check there that it is handled there or not. If it is not handled, then it will call back to method B. So that is propagation. So in method B it will check that exception is handled or not. Then if it is not handled, then it will go for the method A. Again it is propagation. Okay, means traveling from one method to another method. ठीक है, exception should be handled where exception is throwing, but if not handled, then it will follow the call stack. ठीक है, that is order list, how you had reached to this line of code. So it will call the previous method and so on, and at the end if not handled anywhere, then from the main method program will terminate. ठीक है. Now what is the output of this program? I have simply created one class called the get number, and I am calling the get number and returning the value from the try, catch and the finally block. What will be the output? Just pause the video and think. I will show you in the Eclipse. Here you can see that I have created one class, my exception example, and I am simply calling the get number method, that is printing, right, and then let me return 10 finally. Now as I had told you that if you are using the try catch and the finally block, then the finally block will always run in any scenario if exception is coming or not. Here you are thinking that if I am using the return statement, that means it is returning the control to the caller method. No, finally block will always run. There was only one scenario when the finally block will not run, that is if you are writing the system.exit. If you are writing the system.exit, then nothing will, no number will be printed, okay, because it will stop the program, okay, there is no output. But if apart from this, in every scenario, if exception is coming or not, okay, if you are returning anything or not, in every scenario finally block will run. So last execution is of the finally block, and in the last finally block what we are returning 30. So output of this program will be 30. ठीक है, output is 30. And let's say I am now removing this finally block. Okay, just one more thing. In the last video, okay, of the part 1 exception handling, there I had explained that if I am throwing exception in the try block and throwing exception from the finally block, then exception will be thrown from the finally block only. ठीक है, that I had also explained. The same thing applied to the number also. Okay, now I am removing this finally block. Okay, now tell me what will be the output. In try block I am returning 10 and in the catch block I am returning 20. So just give the basic understanding what is the purpose of giving the catch block. That means if any exception is coming, then it will come into this block, right? Otherwise it will not come. So the output will be 10. ठीक है, output is 10. But if some exception is occurring, okay, let's say I am creating one class employee emp equal to null, and here I am going to print the employee id emp.get emp id. Now here I am not throwing any exception, but there is an exception, right? Because I am trying to get the null value, means trying to get the employee id from the null employee, right? Means there is no data inside employee object, I am trying to get the employee id. Then what will be the output of this program? Will it print 10 or 20? See, I have always told you that if exception is occurring at line number 14, then rest piece of code will not run. Control will directly jump from the line number 14 to line number 17. ठीक है? So always remember that if exception is occurring at given line number, then after that other line of code will not run of that try block. It will directly go to the catch block. ठीक है? And in catch block I am returning 20, so the output will be 20. Output is 20. ठीक है? But if I am throwing some exception explicitly, throw new my exception, okay. So if I am writing this, then you can see here that return statement is unreachable now, because since I am throwing means what? I am returning to the caller method now, right? So this is equivalent to return. So if you are returning at line number 13, then how it will run the line number 14, okay? And the vice versa is also true. If you are using the return, then throwing exception, then also it will not run, because again this line of code is not reachable. So इंटरव्यू में ऐसे घुमा फिरा के आपसे पूछा जाता है, ठीक है? तो आपको कंफ्यूज नहीं होना है, just keep the basics in your mind and you can answer all the question. ठीक है? चेंड एक्सेप्शन इज नथिंग बट लाइक जैसे क्या होता है ना कि एक एक्सेप्शन के चलते दूसरा एक्सेप्शन होना, ठीक है, मतलब एक वन एक्सेप्शन विल बी लिंक टू अनदर एक्सेप्शन। जैसे जब भी आप कोई फाइल को रीड करते हो तो क्या होता है कि एंड ऑफ फाइल एक्सेप्शन इज कमिंग, ठीक है, एंड ऑफ फाइल एक्सेप्शन के चलते क्या हुआ, आईओ एक्सेप्शन ट्रिगर्ड हुआ। दैट मीन्स क्या हो गया कि रूट कॉज इज एंड ऑफ फाइल एक्सेप्शन, बट इन द कंसोल यू आर सीइंग दैट वन आईओ एक्सेप्शन हैज occurred. So when you know see the stack trace, call stack, then you will get to know that how, means why that exception has occurred, the root cause, right? So here due to this root cause, this end of file exception is coming and and creating a problem for and throwing that IO exception also. So means EOF exception is causing the IO exception. ठीक है, so this is the example of chained exception. Now, so this is all about the concept that I have to give you regarding the exceptions. So we have covered almost all the topic, and let's say if something is missed and you want to get to know any scenario, then please comment in comment box. I will cover that topic also. So this is the questions that I have listed. This is some possible questions. There are many questions that is asked, but few of the questions I am listing over here. That is what is exception or what is error. Okay, in the part 1 video I have explained this one. Just go there and you can learn that one. Types of exception, that also I have explained. Checked, unchecked exception, and built-in or user-defined exception, right? How to create user-defined exception, that I explained today. How to handle exception, so ये भी मैंने आपको बताया पार्ट 1 वीडियो में, हाउ यू कैन हैंडल द एक्सेप्शन. एक्सप्लेन ट्राई विथ रिसोर्स, आज हमने कवर किया ट्राई विथ रिसोर्स. डिफरेंस बिटवीन थ्रो एंड थ्रोज, in part 1 video I have covered that what is the difference between throw and throw. So throw, if you want to throw the exception, then you can write throw new the exception class, and using the throws keyword you can throw the exception in the method declarations, in the method signature line only. ठीक है. Difference between checked and unchecked exception, checked means compile time, unchecked means run time. ठीक है. डिफरेंस बिटवीन फाइनल, फाइनली एंड फाइनलाइज, ये मैंने कवर नहीं किया. जैसे क्या होता है कि फाइनल अगर आप कीवर्ड यूज कर रहे हो, फाइनल कीवर्ड यूज कर रहे हो क्लास के साथ, दैट मीन्स दैट क्लास विल नॉट बी इनहेरिटेड. आप उसको मतलब देयर विल बी नो चाइल्ड क्लास ऑफ द फाइनल क्लास. ठीक है. एंड फाइनली ब्लॉक, सॉरी, अगर आप मेथड को फाइनल बनाते हो, किसी मेथड को फाइनल बनाते हो, देन दैट मेथड विल नॉट बी ओवररिडन. अगर किसी वेरिएबल को फाइनल बनाते हो, देन दैट वेरिएबल विल बिकम कांस्टेंट. सो दिस इज द यूज ऑफ फाइनल ब्लॉक. फाइनली ब्लॉक क्या, फाइनली ब्लॉक इज ऑलवेज एसोसिएटेड विद द ट्राई एंड कैच और ट्राई ब्लॉक. ठीक है. फाइनली ब्लॉक डज नॉट कम विद द सेपरेटली, राइट, इट ऑलवेज कम विद द ट्राई एंड कैच और ओनली ट्राई. ठीक है. सो दिस इज रिलेटेड विद द एक्सेप्शन. फाइनलाइज इज वर्ड यूज्ड व्हेन garbage collector calls. Okay, when the garbage collector starts, then at that time finalize method is called. ठीक है. फाइनल, फाइनलाइज एंड फाइनलाइज. इन इंटरव्यू में पूछा जाता है कि भाई डिफरेंस बताओ क्या होता है. डिफरेंस बिटवीन नो क्लास फाउंड एक्सेप्शन एंड नो क्लास डे फाउंड एरर. जैसे जब भी मैंने जेवीएम वाला वीडियो में एक्सप्लेन किया था कि इफ़ यू आर रिक्वेस्टिंग अ क्लास टू लोड, देन फर्स्ट इट विल लुक इनटू द बूटस्ट्रैप पाथ बाय द बूटस्ट्रैप क्लास लोडर. ठीक है. अगर वहाँ पे वो क्लास अवेलेबल है, देन इट विल बी लोडेड. अदरवाइज इट विल लुक फॉर द एक्सटेंशन, राइट, एक्सटेंशन क्लास लोडर. If it will look for the in the ext path, right. If it is not available there, then it will look for the application class path. If it is not available there, then it will throw the class not found exception. ठीक है. But if a class is loaded at the time of compiling the program, but at the time of running the program it is not available, then at that time it will throw the no class def found error. Means at the time of compiling it is available, but at the time of running the program it's not available. ठीक है. So in that case it will throw the no class def found error. Does exception handling the resolve the problem? No. It will help you to resolving the handle the exception, but it will not resolve the actual problem. ठीक है. Explain chained exception. So the chained exception that explain that it will one exception will cause to other exception. So that is the chained exception. So I hope I have explained all the things, and if you have any doubt regarding the exception, then please comment in comment box and I will try to answer your question. Thank you.